out a whole lot more about these teams this Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
A down year for Shane Beamer and the Gamecocks, but they have Lenoris Sellers back, and they made some noise in the transfer portal. Fans are expecting a resurgent Gamecock squad stepping onto the field at Williams-Brice Stadium this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Another block, and he gets more, but the offense will take over there. Hand off to the single back. Oh, what a move. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF.
And he's got room. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness, they got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Play fake, Sellers. Got it. Spins away from the defender. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Throwing, Sellers. The screen, he's got wheels. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. He might want another play. From the gun on third down, Sellers. Zings it complete to the right. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be. And now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
The Gamecocks are flying down the field. The run inside. It's McAllister. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross. Down. Hold.
Sellers from the gun on third down. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to 4th.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The official says no good, and the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
Well, the upright playing the 12th man on defense, knocking that ball down. That looked like it had a chance to be good.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll start on the ground with Bothwell. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Bulldogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. There's some room. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Here's a give to Bothwell. Showing off the arms. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
As the rooster crows, unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. The 40. At the 30. The 10.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
And the offense suddenly, with an opportunity it couldn't have expected, with a 1st and goal after the pick. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. I just can't imagine any excuse for taking that penalty. A delay of game, at least it's still 1st and goal. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Great job by the back on the option. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
Oof, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Rides to the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Wants to bring it back. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Gives it on the option. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Might be changing the route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Sellers from the gun on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Punt is on its way. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Taylor wants to throw it. They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Running inside. It's McAllister. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Sellers to throw. Makes the grab. It's Bennett. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Quarterback making adjustments. Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Taylor wants to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And, man, that comes up short. And I tell you what, we saw him in warm-ups. He's got that leg, man. He hit from 60 a couple times, so he can make that deep shot, but he didn't get all of it, and the field goal just falls a little bit short.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties.
Ready. Blue 30. Blue 30.
Sellers. Grabbed over the middle. It's Toggle. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, it's Sellers. That's caught, it's Harbor. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They go play action with Sellers. Going long. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We get things going with the Ball State Cardinals, taking on the number 1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Cardinals with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Catch in the middle, it's Cotton. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Now give it to Fluff. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Taylor wants to throw it. Moving out to the right. Going to try to get it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
On 3rd down, here's Gotw. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Got a man, it's Cotton. Snags it, and there's running room. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the returner will be dragged down.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Under fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun to give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Taylor wants to throw. Under fire. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And the returner is stopped. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Ready, kill. 390, twilight.
They go right back to it. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Fires to the right. Makes a connection. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Hey, kill it. 139, Albatross.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Sellers. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Sellers. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. Now let's take a look at the stats and what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Might be calling a hot route. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip into the secondary, make that big play.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with exactly where you want to be in this one. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Taylor wants to throw it. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Finds his man. At the 35, he's loose. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. They'll give it to Flop. Maybe a crease. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
They'll grab the squib kick close to and he loses the football on the return. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They'll give it to Fluff. Turning it on. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Fluff Bothwell again. Shakes off the defender. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout in this.